Hello, I'm Robert, and this is my Blue Stamp Engineering Project 2020 at Milestone 2. For Milestone 1, I just had to build the claw, but now I have connected the servos to the Arduino, which I've mounted on the board, and wired everything so that I can then code it to actually run. Milestone 2 was to wire everything and be able to control all of the servos using the Arduino and its code. So I wrote two programs for the Arduino for this step. The first one is relatively simple. After 5 seconds, once it's plugged in, it will oscillate every degree of freedom on the servo. So it goes for the arm 1, then arm 2, then the claw itself. You can see it moving. The angle isn't perfect, but you can see it. And then the swivel. Each degree of freedom is represented, and the reason I've done this one is so that I can see in numbers in the code how far I can move each servo, because if I move it too far, the servo will continue to try to get somewhere it can't go. Like if I try and send it to close the claw past where it closes, like if it wants to be here, it'll continue pushing against the claw and grinding the gears of the servo, which will harm the servo and the claw, which I really don't want to have happen. So knowing my endpoints is a very important part of developing this code. The second code that I designed is more of a tech demo for the future. I'm uploading it now. This one, it's after 5 seconds, it will snap into place. That's the wrong one. I'm sorry. After 5 seconds, it will snap into place, and then using the buttons that I've wired onto this breadboard, you can control the claw. Open and close. This learning the wiring for the buttons was really cool. How you have to have a resistor and to the ground. That's all very interesting. I'll go into more detail in the documentation, but the fact that I've got 2 buttons that directly control something is a really close step to working with the app development. So once I get into the third milestone, I'll be working on the app. This is merely just to get a better understanding of the input and output structures and how the Arduino code works there. So with that, that's about all that I've done for milestone 2. On to milestone 3. I'm very excited.